Okay guys, this is video number 5. I'm going to do one more linear quadratic systems. This is part 2. So, first step, by the way, hopefully you watch video number 4 because I'm going to try to go a little bit faster here. First step, I'm going to take this equation, and I notice the x only has a 1 coefficient in front, so I'm going to solve for x. So I know that therefore x is going to be 1 minus 2y. Second step, I know since x equals that right there, wherever I see x in the first equation, I'm going to put in 1 minus 2y. So let's get going here. I notice I have 6, x squared, well x is 1 minus 2y squared. I have a 5y squared. I have a minus 2 minus 2x, well x again is 1 minus 2y. I have a plus 107y, and of course a minus 120 equal to 0. Next thing I'm going to do, follow the gold, is I notice right there I have a squared binomial I need to deal with. So again, I'm going to do a little bit in my head here, guys, but it's something you have to work out. So I notice I have a 6 again, and when I do what I have in gold there correctly, it's going to be 1 minus 4y plus 4y squared. Again, work it out. Follow the gold over here, guys. What I did in my head was just take 1 minus 2y times 1 minus 2y. Okay? Let's see what else we have here. We have a plus 5y squared. And I notice right here I have to distribute the negative 2. So I'm going to have a negative 2. I'm going to have a plus 4y. I still have my plus 107y minus 120 equal to 0. Equal to 0 there. Okay. Next, follow the red. I'm going to distribute the 6 here, right? And while I'm doing that, when I get over here, guys, I'm going to start combining like terms if I can. So, I notice 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times minus 4y minus 24y. 6 times 4y squared plus 24y squared. I have a plus 5y squared over here. I notice the minus 2 and the minus 120 makes minus 122. And I notice, if you follow the green, 4y and 107 make a plus 111y equal to 0. Got to do a little bit more combining like terms here, guys. I notice the 24 and the 5y squared, so that's 29y squared. I notice the negative 24y with 111y. Again, use your calculator if you need to, guys. But that's going to be a plus. Let's see here. I'm a little tired right now. 11 minus 4 is 7. So that would be minus or plus 87y. And then the only thing left are my constants, right? Follow the red. I have a 6 minus 122, which is a minus 116. And that whole thing equals 0. Now, what I have left over here, guys, I could use a quadratic formula to solve it. But instead, I noticed that this 87 is 29 times 3. And I noticed the minus 116, well, 116 itself is 29 times 4. 29 times 4. So notice how they all have a factor of 29 in them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to factor here, guys. And let's see here. I'll use purple because I'll stand out. So once I factor out the 29 GCF, I'm going to be left with y squared here. Plus, notice once I factored out that 29, guys, I'm going to be left with 3y. and there's got to be a minus right there. Watch your signs. Plus here, minus there, right? And notice when the 29 is gone, I'm left with a 4. And that equals 0. Now let me transpose this to the next screen. So I had 29y squared plus 3y minus 4. And that equals 0. Now the 29 in front, guys, is not going to be a factor anymore because we're solving for 0, right? So this is the thing that's going to matter. I'm going to factor that now. I know that y times y is the y squared. I know 4 times 1 will give me the 4. I know 4 minus 1 will give me the 3. And 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. There is a 29 again in front, but that doesn't matter because this is going to give me a negative 4 to make it 0. This is going to mean 1 minus 1 is 0. Now remember, these are y's, so I need to now solve for x's. Going back to the original equation, x equals 1 minus 2y. I know I'm going to do 1 minus 2 times the y. We'll start with negative 4. That's 1 plus 8, which is 9. So my first solution is x9, y negative 4. Doing the 1. I know 1 minus 2 times the y equals x again. I'm going to have 1 minus 2, which is negative 1. So my second solution is negative 1, 1. X is negative 1, y is 1. These right here, guys, are my solution. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, so for the grand finale, guys, we did all of that work. We finally got our two solutions. Here is the graph. See if it makes sense. In our graph, notice we have this circular shape in red. Follow the gold. It's actually an ellipse, okay, that red graph there. It's close to a circle, though. But notice where it crosses right up there. The line crosses that ellipse at negative 1, 1. And over here, notice it crossed at 9, negative 4. And if we, again, go back, that's exactly the two answers we got, right? 9, negative 4. Ba-boom. Negative 1, 1 as well. So guys, hopefully after these couple videos, it'll help you with linear quadratic systems. Until next time, bye.